I think for tourism as a whole, there was a sea change in 2008, 2009. Particularly in the hospitality sector, business was essentially a mix of the corporate sector, corporate business, either from private or public spend, and leisure visitors. I think more and more, the majority of the business will have to come from the leisure sector, visitor spend, and not the corporate sector. And that means a much more value offer. We have to remodel our business so that we can give that value offer, more people perhaps spending less each. Having read the new strategy, I do like it, and I like it for 2 or 3 reasons. One is I think it recognises that there is going to be less public money around in the future, so doing a fewer things better, I think, is the right approach overall.
Now, what most people don't realise is that most of the heritage, at least 2/3 of it, is looked after by the private sector, by individuals, by voluntary, non-governmental organisations. And these groups have always been forced to be very efficient and very attuned to public demands. And in the future, I think they will find those qualities very, very helpful in keeping our heritage going, because all those groups are supported by people who really love and value the heritage and who want other people to love and value it.
Local government is a major funder, and one of the big issues facing the cultural industry is that, of course, that funding in the present circumstances after recession is at risk. But what we always say to local government, who, by the way, do a great job of this, but they have priorities to cut, we say to them, look, this is a huge opportunity, not a cost. If you can continue to invest, as you do, in, for example, museums, in great libraries, in theatres, in the arts, you're making for a great place to live, which of course helps all of us who live here, but also an attractive place to visit, which is a key.
I think there were some other things going on which really impressed me, and that is the coming together of all sorts of organisations to plan, to think, to join up, to do things for 2012, which 2012 has been the sort of inspirer for. And I, as I go about this job, talking to people and meeting with people who I don't think we normally get together and do these things. Now, I think that could be a really important legacy on our side, as it were, of 2012 too.
I think certainly the skills are the key challenge. I think we've come a long way, but I think we've got a lot further to go. Certainly from a world-class perspective, I think we've just seen Vancouver and how well they've done. I think we've got a huge challenge ahead. But actually, if we get it right and actually we can follow through on the strategy, then I think we've got a good chance of actually providing a really good welcome.
Well, I think it's key that any new strategy for tourism provides a platform which unites people's objectives, that simplifies the tasks and applies the resources directly to secure those objectives. And I think there's a fantastic opportunity at this time to see that happen.
English tourism over the next 10 years, I think providing we can continue the momentum that we've seen recently with improvement in quality and value, then I think it's set very fair, and I think we will start to take more than our fair share.
I think the strategic framework is absolutely spot on. It's very realistic. It hits the issues around quality. It hits the issues around raising the profile of English tourism within the political circles. And I think it's very realistic. It's putting the money where it's needed. It's not trying to do everything, which I think will be fantastic for English tourism.